G'day, Jess here. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are talking about a very, very important thing if you are running your own handmade business. And yes, I am talking about Christmas issues. Okay, so, if you don't know who I am, I've been running my own online handmade business, Ethereal, since 2008, and it's been my full-time gig since 2010, so for over a decade now. I also help other makers through Create and Thrive, which is my online education business, which is this YouTube channel, my Create and Thrive podcast, my membership community, the Thrivers Circle, and much more. So let's talk about Christmas, shall we? Christmas. It is the biggest sales event of the year for those of us in the Western world. And today I want to talk about the number one thing you need to do to get ready for it if you haven't already. I hope you have by now, but if you haven't, this is super, super important. And even if you're doing nothing else, when it comes to Christmas, you're not doing any Christmas special promotions or special sales or anything else, you must, if you have an online business, you must do this one thing. Okay, so what is this thing that you must do? Have Christmas cutoff dates for your business. Okay, let's talk more about what that means. So, this is more important than ever before, especially this year. Last year, same thing because of COVID. There are lots of shipping delays and issues like that with the shipping systems around the world. So, having cutoff dates for orders is more important than ever before, because what you are trying to avoid here is having unhappy customers because their stuff doesn't arrive in time for Christmas. Nobody wants that. The customers don't want it, and you as a business owner definitely do not want this to be happening to your shop. So how do we avoid it? This is how. So a cutoff date is the date by which someone must put their order in order for you to guarantee that it will arrive for Christmas or before Christmas. So you want to aim for this thing to be arriving the 23rd-ish of December, basically. Just to leave a little wiggle room, the 24th, absolute last minute. But you don't want it to be arriving on the 25th or after. So how do you work this out, and where do you put it? All right, number one, how do you work this out? Now, this will depend on where you are. So you will definitely need two dates. You will need the domestic cutoff date, and if you ship internationally, you will need an international cutoff date. Now, what you want to do is let's start with the international one. You want to make sure that's as far back as the longest shipping time that it could take to the place that takes the longest to ship to. Let me repeat that. So say you ship to lots of different countries, and what you want to do is you want to hop online, you want to go to your shipping carrier's website, and if they're good, they will have every single country listed with the shipping expected delivery times. They may even have a section on Christmas deliveries. I know Australia Post does that. They'll be like, Christmas deliveries, this is the cutoff dates you should be using. So they tell you. But if you don't have that, you can work it out for yourself. So you want to go through and go, okay, here's all the countries or the regions or zones or whatever the hell they call it that you ship to. Look for the one that is the longest. And that is the shipping cutoff date time that you need to leave. So you need to go, okay, say I want to make sure things arrive by the 23rd of December. This is telling me that it can take up to 6 weeks to ship to this location. You need to count back 6 weeks. Plus, you need to add on any production time that you have, okay? Do not forget this part. This is really important. So count back the maximum shipping time and then add your production time. Now, what you may find is this gives you a ridiculously early time, like early November. But it is what it is. There is no point pretending to people that you can get something to them in 2 weeks if it's actually going to take 6, because that's when you get unhappy customers because they've ordered something for someone and it does not arrive, okay? So you're not doing anybody any favors by just hoping that things will work out and things will get there sooner. Now, what you might find, and I've certainly found this, is there's usually a range, so that the shipping carrier will usually say it can take anywhere from 2 to 4 weeks for this thing to arrive. So you could be like, okay, well, it could take 2 weeks, but it's best to err on the side of caution and make it the long time, especially at Christmas, because there's way more parcels than any other time of year traveling around the world, and that slows things down, okay? Especially with any COVID restrictions or issues that are still going on, which do seem to be kind of petering out now, but there's still something to consider. So, longest shipping period plus production time gives you your cutoff date. Do the same thing with your domestic shipping, okay? So whatever shipping class you're offering, if whatever your free shipping class or your bottom shipping class is, it needs to be that time frame plus your production time, okay? So 23rd of December, count back, maximum shipping time plus production time. That will give you your cutoff date. And again, if you are someone like me who has a bit of a longer production time, you'll probably find like this is pretty early December. And that sucks, but it's just the way it is. Now, what you can do is when that time hits, you could potentially do a special offer like, my free shipping or my standard shipping time has passed, but if you upgrade to Express, you can still order for Christmas and give people a little window there. I know some businesses even offer free Express shipping to get those last minute orders in. If you are someone who has pre-prepared stock, you're definitely better off because you can make this date a lot later than those of us who have production times. Which is great because a lot of people don't start shopping until like mid-December. So for most of us, I know for my business, mid-December is too late. Like it's way past our cutoff date for Christmas orders. And okay, so that's the first thing. Have the cutoff date. I've got two more things to cover. Number one, where do you put it? The answer is everywhere. So if you have an Etsy shop, you want to do a special Etsy banner with your cutoff dates on it. Now, if you don't know how to do a good Etsy banner, I have a video on that. I'll put a card and a link in the description that shows you how to do an Etsy banner on Canva in 10 minutes. Super easy. Okay. So this is a snap to do. And once you have it done, you can use the template again next year. Then go into your Etsy listings, click on bulk edit, and you want to add the blurb to the beginning of every single listing as at the top of the description. Now remember, Etsy search doesn't rely on your description. It doesn't use your description. So it doesn't matter if you're bumping your keywords down in your description for Etsy search. It does matter for Google search, but we'll talk about that another day. I have a video on that as well. You can check it out. Anyway, so put that, use the bulk edit tool to put a description thing at the beginning of the description that explicitly states your cutoff dates and what that means. Don't just write cutoff dates are this and expect them to understand that. Put these are my cutoff dates. Like what I say is Australia and everywhere else. So it's really clear because if people like read, say I've got an American customer and they just see international, they'll just assume that's them. That's not them. So you want to put like your country and then everywhere else, put the two dates and then explain what that means. i.e., you must order by this date to ensure this item arrives before Christmas. If you order after this date, your item is not guaranteed to arrive for Christmas. All right? And leave that there until the cutoff dates are passed. And when that happens, change that message to Christmas cutoff dates have passed. If you order now, this item will not arrive pre-Christmas or will most likely not arrive before Christmas. It's probably best to use the stronger language because you don't want people going, oh, you said it might, Again, we want to avoid unhappy customers, right? So say, Christmas cutoff date has passed. If you order this now, it won't arrive in time for Christmas, but you're still welcome to order, like you're leaving your shop open, okay? And then you want to put this on all your social media. So create a graphic, put it on your Instagram, put it on your Facebook, put it anywhere that people are following you, send it in your email list if you have an email list, put it on your website. Like if you have your own website, put a banner up. If you have your own website shop, put a store notice or edit your descriptions or whatever. You just want to make sure that any customer who sees any of your products from now until then does not miss this notice. Okay, very, very important. And then also, if you're like me, I send a thank you note to every single customer. If you're not already doing that, you should. It is super, super amazing and it makes a huge difference in your business. I've got a video about exactly how to do that and why. I'll put a card up here for you that you can check out at the end. So open it in a new tab and come back. So what you want to do is you want to send a message. Any person who orders from you after the cutoff date, send them a message explicitly explaining that their product will not arrive before Christmas, because a lot of people don't read stuff and they will have just ordered and assume that it will arrive in time. You want to dissuade them of that and you want to give them the option to cancel their order. Okay, so put it in the email, say thank you so much, all the lovely things you say in a thank you message. And then I just wanted to make sure you realized that this will not arrive before Christmas. If it was a gift for someone, and if that's the case, I'm happy to provide a cancellation and refund. Just let me know. Okay, so make it obvious to them. There's no pressure on your part. If they've made a mistake, that you're happy to refund them. Yes, I know it sucks to lose a sale, but at the end of the day, you, again, avoid having an unhappy customer because it doesn't arrive in time. That will only hurt you in the long run because they will be unhappy. They may leave you a bad review and they may talk bad things about you to other people. Okay, so this is what we're avoiding. We're making sure that our customers are happy, even if they don't end up being our customers. And I tell you what, they will thank you for that and they will be more inclined to potentially buy from you again. In fact, the vast majority of people who I've said this to have gone, that's okay, I understand, I want it anyway. All right, so you'll probably find that happens in a lot of cases. Even if it's late, I still want it anyway, because you're being transparent, you're being upfront, you're being a good, honest, a trustworthy business, and people respect that and they will respond to that really, really well. All right, so that is what you want to do. So that's what you need to do. Cutoff dates, plan them. Be generous with the time, even if it means your cutoff dates are super early, and that sucks, but it's the way it is. And obviously tell everyone about it. Okay, so you want to try to get those sales. So if your cutoff date is like mid-November, you need to tell your followers, put it on your social media like a week or two beforehand, make it clear, mention it a few times, send it to your mailing list, say, hey, want to let you know, cutoff dates are this, you must order by this date. Okay, so figure out the cutoff dates, put it everywhere and tell people. Then when the cutoff dates have passed, change the messaging, email every single customer who orders from you and make sure they know that the thing will not arrive prior to Christmas. And this is how you're going to get through the Christmas season without having unhappy customers because their stuff does not arrive in time, which is well worth it. Trust me. Now, the final thing that you can do here, I've just forgotten. One moment, please. Loading. Oh my God, what was I going to say? Oh yeah, that's it. Remembered. Okay, so the last thing you might want to do is potentially like the last few days, so maybe from the 19th or 20th of December, you may even choose to close your shop for a couple of days just to avoid dealing with the people who are ordering the last minute thinking they're going to get it in time because they expect you to be Amazon or something, okay? So if you are getting a lot of these people and you find like you're having to refund a lot of people, maybe just bite the bullet at this point and just close your shop for those last few days so you don't have to worry about it and you can focus on serving the customers who you have that still want their order, and you can just maybe have a break because, hey, it's Christmas. If you celebrate Christmas, it's a lovely time to have a break and get together with your family and just enjoy life, okay? So I know it's a really busy and stressful time for us, those of us who have online businesses or any sort of business really, because we want to get those Christmas sales, right? But we also want to just, have Christmas and enjoy life and spend time with our family. So you have to find that balance, and there's nothing wrong with closing your shop for a couple of days. It won't hurt you in the long run. And then on December 25th, you can just press the open button again and everything will be up and running and you can stop worrying that people are going to keep expecting you to send them stuff in 3 days. Okay, so if you haven't done all of that stuff, go do it now. Go do it now. You don't want to get in trouble because you don't have this information out there for your customers, and it will make your life a lot easier and you'll feel more calm and in control because you'll know what's happening. Thank you so much for watching. Did you enjoy this? Was it helpful? Give me a thumbs up, let me know. And if you want more videos on how to have a thriving and profitable handmade business or a happy and healthy work from home lifestyle, make sure to subscribe. Check out my other videos. I've got tons on my channel already that will help you with both of those things. Thanks for watching. I'll be back again soon. Bye for now.